I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, you know, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got shit I gotta take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps sending her little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps on, like, putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. That shit gonna have to stop. She's a bully. I'm telling you. She's a bully. She brings a lot of negative energy in there. She always panic when there's a lot going on, and then she try to manipulate that and make it seem like we ain't doing something right, but we are working really hard and doing great. It's just the fact that she panicked, and I caught her a few times making a mistake, and she tried to hurry up and play it off. You know, nobody's perfect. It's fucking McDonald's. It happens. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, somebody might get confused. So fuck, it gets busy, yeah. But she needs to stop playing like she don't be making mistakes. I be catching her. So all that animosity and shit that she keep putting in the air and stuff, then trying to tell me I'm always snapping on people. No, that's false. No, I don't snap on people. I don't go in there doing that. I tell her, no, I make peace. That's what I'm doing. I've been creating peace. So all that negative energy that she's bringing in there and trying to manipulate it, no, that's going to stop. All that negative shit she's saying about, you know, her personal life, all of that. No, she's bringing all of that in there and then playing games saying she want to take her belt off and beat somebody. Y'all act like my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids. Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. That shit is crazy. I'm telling you. But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody gonna have to do something about that. It's not funny. It's not fair. It isn't funny at all. So, you know, she could keep being a bully if she wants to, but that shit is going to catch up to her. Because it ain't funny at all. It ain't.
Alright, you guys, so I want to talk about the video or the situation that happened in Detroit, Michigan, where the McDonald's employees unalived her manager. So y'all just seen that video, and so she posted that video moments before she did what she did to her manager. Apparently this woman got into an altercation with another employee at McDonald's and she was sent home. And so she was sent home, I guess, according to her video, at least, I guess, in 2 days in a row, back to back, which cut her pay, docked her pay. And she felt like she was being bullied. So clearly this woman is mentally disturbed and has issues, because there's a lot of more videos, disturbing videos and clips that are coming out that she was posting on her social media pages, and it's sad. But this is a woman who's, like, I guess, an alternative person. Like, she's not what the normal or person you would see on a regular basis. Like, there's clearly something wrong with her. Well, the judge, she has a $25 million bond right now, and the judge that set the bond basically said she didn't really have any strong ties to the community. She's a potential flight risk. They don't know any mental health diagnosis at this time. It's a lot. And so she's saying she was being bullied. And this, as unfortunate as this situation is, a lot of employers in management positions are typically bullies. They typically are passive aggressive and mistreat their employees. And I'm not saying what happened to this woman was justified, right? Because it's wrong. It was totally wrong. But let this be a message to be mindful in how you treat people, because a lot of times you may not notice that you are treating a person a way that they deem as disrespectful, and you just see the reactive part of it. But it's scary. But it happens. You think you can just go, and I'm not taking up for what this girl did, but she looked like the type of person that's probably been bullied her whole life because she's different. And probably didn't really react much to it, but it seemed like she was having issues at her job, place of employment, getting into it with people. So I don't know. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's false. But it's clear that this young lady, she's 26 years old, has some issues. And the one who lost her life was a mother of 6 children. She had been working at this McDonald's or working at McDonald's for the last 15 years. I'm assuming she loved what she did. She joked around with her employees, but you can't joke and play with people either. Because the girl was saying like she would joke and say like, oh, I'm taking my belt off to whoop y'all, or that are like y'all are my kids. You can't play with people like that. You have to keep it professional across the board. And if there are issues, you have to hear it out. And this is coming from a person who, girl, I can't say it. I can't say it. Can't say it just yet, but I will talk about my situation. But this is someone coming from a situation where I have witnessed poor management, poor leadership skills. And I went to a conference a couple of months ago, and one of the things they said that to know that you have a poor leader is when they do the blame, shame game. Meaning they blame other people, they shame you, and then they run, meaning they game and they just get out. They lack accountability. And maybe it could have been a situation where she did not listen to this woman's point of view to understand, but it wasn't worth it for her to lose her life. They said that the girl came back with a mask on. She was covered up, but they recognized her hands when she went back to the McDonald's, and they said she just started stabbing the woman. And one of the employees was yelling out for help, and like one of the customers had a pew and shot it in the air to like get her to stop and to detain her from trying to leave. So it's just an unfortunate story. It's very creepy. It's very scary. It's very intriguing just to see this woman because the signs were there. But like hindsight is 20/20 because you never see it coming until it happens, and then you start replaying certain things in your mind. Because the woman was leaving Scooby-Doo clues out that she was not mentally stable and she was on the brink of cracking. Yeah, I don't know if she has any family support, anyone she could have talked to. Don't seem like it. It seemed like this was premeditated, and she is charged with first-degree murder with premeditation. But it seemed like she was thinking about it clearly, and also the fact that she used a knife shows that she was enraged, because that's a very personal way to take a person out when you are using a knife to kill them, to unalive them. That is a very personal way versus using a pew, right? They call it like heat of passion, heat of crime. Like in the moment, you're very upset, you're very angry, you're very enraged. And you know, in that moment, she had just got into it with someone. She probably felt like the world was against her. Probably has a very victim mindset, this lady who took out the other woman. And she never got the help or the resources she probably needed. I don't know. We don't know this woman's story yet. But a lot of her videos are surfacing that she posted. And it's very disturbing.
She wanna stop it. Thought to myself, damn, I'm white chocolate. Bitch suffocating me. Time to move. She just some thought shit. I turned the heat on. She wanted off. She get under her covers and snore and snot. I'm laying in my bed looking at the ceiling all night. Eventually, I finally doze off, and I only counted 1 Z, 2 sheep, and a kite. I'm tossing and turning, cause she woke me up before the roosters could say cock-a-doodle high. Now I got this bitch burning, cause I was freezing and I turned the heat on 85. It's 4 in the fucking morning, bitch, put your headphones in. Don't ask me if it's too loud when you know it is. Being who you want to be, I'm letting you know, straight up. Be yourself, and don't give a fuck what nobody think. We all are unique in our own way, so be yourself and don't care about what anyone else think. Period. Sing along. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. I don't even gotta pretend. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. I don't even gotta pretend. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. You ought to be ashamed. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. I'm done playing these damn games. You ought to be ashamed. Life is what you make it. You got the opportunity of adventures, take it. I'm not gonna sit here waiting when the time is currently pacing. I got stuff to do in my life. Benefits for you that'll spread the light. If I'm supposed to be free, don't I deliberately got the right? Why do I gotta go to hell? How am I polytheistic? I got endless answer questions that are.
Let me know what you guys think about this situation. Those are my personal thoughts on it. You have to be mindful of how you treat people. And I've noticed a lot of people in management positions, leadership positions, are not the best people. They're narcissistic. They lack accountability. They blame other people. They shame other people. And they try to get out. You know, before it gets too hot, they said that she made a lot of mistakes and tried to cover it up. And it's probably because she felt like she was the leader, she was the manager. She's not supposed to make mistakes, but people do make mistakes, and it does happen. And there's a lot that I can say about poor management and poor leaders in a workplace. People who should not be in a position of, I don't want to say power, but I guess you can say power. We're not properly trained or not ready. And I'm not saying that was the case for the woman who lost her life, but she's saying that that woman was a bully. And a lot of times, a lot of people in those positions are narcissistic bullies. It happens. But it's sad across the board because now this woman is going to potentially spend the rest of her life in prison. And these 6 kids have lost their mother who worked at this establishment for 15 years to provide a, you know, stable lifestyle for them. She's now taken away from them. Could this have been prevented? The girl could have just quit. She could have went to Wendy's. She could have worked somewhere else. You know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? It's easy hindsight saying what another person could do. But this was not a justifiable. From what I'm hearing, her actions were not justifiable. But y'all know, we hear stories all the time with people working a job, feeling unappreciated. Then they get a call saying they let go and they come and just shoot up the whole place. Unalive everybody, shoot up the whole place because Sally wanna, you know, go and terminate Jack, you know, and they put their blood, sweat, and tears into this place. This is the appreciation that you show, that you're giving me because you're letting me go. And that's another thing. A lot of people, we are seeing a lot of people in this era being, like, now we're kind of like navigating away from the topic and just talking about jobs in general. We're seeing a lot of people lose their jobs, lose their 9 to 5, lose their comfort, lose their stability as far as income. And a lot of people are pushing like self-employment, pushing like being your own entrepreneur, being your own boss, being your own CEO. But some people are not built for that too. Also, a lot of people are not built to be their own boss. A lot of people need that stability and that constant paycheck of being a 9 to 5, because what a lot of people don't talk about is the startup, the build up, the hustle, how hard it is. But it's just like, you know, there's pros and cons on both sides of self-employment and being an employee for someone. Because with being an employee, you get a steady paycheck, but then someone has control over you, and you got to deal with the passive aggressiveness sometimes, the narcissist behavior, the bullying, sometimes hostile work environment, right? It sucks. Corporate America can suck, and also being a self-employed can also suck, because then you got to build up your business, your book of business, your clientele, your customers, and you may not make a lot of money in the first couple of years. It's a hustle, it's a lot. So it goes both ways. And I know a lot of people are saying she should have just quit. And I know I'm kind of like gotten off topic, but sometimes it's just not that easy. And it seems like for her, she had logically, you and I were like, okay, this is not working out. I'm going to hop to the next job. Logically, she don't think like you and I, because we can tell clearly there was something wrong with this young lady. And they're probably going to do a mental evaluation or something like that, sanity hearing for her, to see if she even had, you know, the ability to understand right from wrong at the time that she committed this crime. That might happen. They have a sanity hearing to determine is she sane enough to stand for trial? Like, is something really wrong with her? Her lawyers may just do that. I don't know. It's too early on to say, but I think that's going to be a possibility of what may happen in her case. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do y'all think about corporate America 9 to 5? Do you think this is a message for all those who are bullies to stop bullying? Let me know.